Just do the fucking regular introductions, and then we can putz around and have a ton of dead air, because we have no idea what the fuck we're doing. Have nothing to talk about.
Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the One Trick Podcast. I'm your reluctant host, Brandon. Joined as always by Bill.
What up?
And Drew.
Yo.
Hello.
Oh. All right.
Hello. Yeah. So, hello again.
What's going on? Should we,
So host, what are we talking about?
Yeah, you really gotta stop asking me that at the beginning of every fucking podcast. I never have an answer for you.
That's your job.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Should we start out with some questions from the audience?
Yeah, we're gonna start with some questions that we received from you guys, because at the beginning, I just want to get out, the idea that we want you guys to keep sending your messages, because we truly appreciate it.
We would not be able to survive without it.
No, I mean, just having the opportunity to just publicly humiliate you and ridicule your deepest, serious question.
It's all we ever did.
But yeah, so before we start, just, if you have any questions for us or want us to answer anything, any bullshit, inane things that pop in your head, podcast at OTP Entertainment, or tweet at us at, One Trick Podcast.
That's .com, otpentertainment.com.
Sorry,
Not-
what'd I say?
You didn't say .anything.
No.
Don't want people going to, like, .gov or something.
Yeah,
I kinda
otpentertainment.gov.
OTP.gov? Get up in there.
Anyway, yeah, so send your messages to otpentertainment.com and tweet at us at One Trick Podcast, or use the hashtag DrewCast.
No, don't ever use that.
Always only use hashtag DrewCast.
All right, we all have access to the email. So, do you guys have anything that you particularly like that you want to answer rather?
I got one by Mark and Sheboygan.
What state is that? The fuck you?
I don't know. That's all he said. He didn't give me any specifics.
All right, what the fuck's his question?
His question is, how can I knock sense into my ex?
With your fists.
A baseball bat.
I was thinking like a guilt trip and then run him over with a car or something.
Run him over?
Run him. I don't know.
Run him
over.
Well, I mean,
Drop
in what
bows on
context?
him?
In what context? So, like, knock sense in them, and like, what's the problem?
I don't know. He's kind of an idiot. He didn't.
Well, you sound like an abusive piece of shit if you're trying to knock sense into anybody.
Well, he's from Wisconsin,
especially your ex. Like,
yeah, I mean that's ridiculous. Fucking get away from her because she needs to move on to get away from a piece of shit like you.
Yeah, it's
I figure.
pretty much.
Why would you even read that one?
I don't know. I felt bad, but then I realized I shouldn't.
Well, I mean, give some more context, or I'm just gonna think you're a douchebag. Next time you write in, what was his name?
Mike.
Mike.
Just Mike.
All right, well, Mike, I apologize, but fuck you.
I wouldn't even apologize. I got some more, but I mean, we can take turns. We can go around.
No, read yours.
All right, this one, what is it? All right, Alec from Minnesota. He
Hello,
actually
Alec.
elaborates a little bit more. He writes, my girlfriend's parents are divorced since she was very young, and she doesn't know a healthy relationship. And
Was there a question mark at the end
yes,
of
there is.
that?
And she doesn't know a healthy relationship.
So I don't know,
astounding.
Alec. Does she?
So he elaborates, she was scarred by this, and our initial reaction to her relationship is to push away. He's known her for a while, so they're not really strangers, but ever since they've been in a relationship, she's had a harder time opening up.
Well, I would assume they weren't fucking strangers if they're dating.
Well, yeah.
What the fuck's he talking about?
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't want to open up to you because you're a fucking dickbag.
Yeah, you really do sound like a dickbag.
Well, it sounds like they were friends, and she just doesn't know how to deal with a relationship.
Well, fucking give her time. Just be there, and then if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But just
She's just not
true,
into you.
but-
She's just not.
She's just not into you.
she just might not be into
Well,
it.
I will give him at least he's trying to be sensitive about the scenario.
Yeah, by going
and asking.
on asking us on the email.
That's true. That's true. He is asking us specifically.
No, but I mean, you can't rush something like that if
No,
she's...
I don't think he's necessarily trying to rush it. He's just trying to help her be more comfortable.
Well, the best way you can help her is just to be a decent guy. And
That's true. And I think
not
he's...
ask 3 random assholes on the internet.
That's
for
true.
advice.
Yeah, like you're really asking assholes on the internet.
I mean, just have her listen to this, and we'll tell her what's up. Run, get away from this asshole.
Run, bitch. That's our answer. Run, bitch.
Run, bitch, run.
Anyway,
But yeah, I
Okay.
do have one more
So,
from an anonymous.
You guys want me to read one?
I'm assuming it's a lady. She writes, "Why do I think I have a chance with love?"
Because
Why?
you're lying to yourself.
And then she elaborates, "I'm not ugly or anything. I have a job. I get all drama queen during my period. Not perfect. Every year I have a disappointment of not falling in love with someone. I hate waiting," in all caps. "It's almost not worth it."
Well, you sound like you're a child.
Yeah, I was gonna say stop being a teenager, and then things will change.
Yeah, I'd grow up a couple of years and maybe learn something too, because
Yeah,
you sound
you
like
gotta-
a raving retard.
Yeah, you gotta not build that whole thing up so much in your head.
Yeah, I think it's your extremely
Naive and
not
immature.
even
I mean, maybe not naive, but immature.
it's
outlook.
that's almost like a compliment compared to how she's actually acting. It's like your insanity is probably what's keeping people away from you.
No, but I mean, I think it's healthier for you not to rush into a relationship, especially when that's your attitude towards it.
Yeah. And plus, you just drive people away. It's like, that bitch is crazy.
None of our responses are funny. Get a funny question.
All right. Well, these are the ones that were sent to me. What maybe you guys can
Okay.
get some better ones.
I have a pretty funny one.
Yeah, we got to take these things seriously, man. You can't
All
be
right.
saying they're funny. Our readers
no,
will
I
get
don't-
My
offended.
responses are pretty funny. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
All right. Well, this one is from Hilda from fucking. I don't think she put where she was from.
What a bitch.
All right, it's Hilda, regardless. The subject of the message is did I weird him out? And then it says about 3 months ago, a girl I used to be friends with took me to visit her ex-boyfriend in jail. We got along really well, and I started to like him. About 2 weeks ago, I wrote him a letter asking how he was doing and hoping to hear from him soon. He hasn't wrote back to me, but I know that he got it because I called the jail and asked. Do you think he thinks I'm a weirdo since I barely know him and wrote him? And then she qualifies it with, please don't answer if you're just gonna tell me not to go after someone in jail, etc., because that's not the question I'm asking.
Okay, I won't answer.
I
But yes,
Oh, I-
you're a fucking weirdo for going after somebody in fucking jail.
say,
Well, it
say
depends.
we
It
should
depends on
tell-
why he's in jail.
No, it doesn't.
I say,
It kind of does.
I say we,
he's a scumbag.
we find
He's
out.
probably a scumbag.
I say we find out who this guy is, and then give Anonymous the information, since this guy is clearly cornered and she's out of her batshit mind, so she can stalk him in jail and he can't get away from her.
Not
But
much
then-
stalking to do. I mean, he's
No,
not going
exactly.
anywhere.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's perfect. And then this poor girl can find someone not in prison.
Oh, maybe
that whole thing went over my head. I
the
don't even
last
know what
girl
you
could
said.
probably.
That's what
the
I'm
one
saying.
looking
The last
for love
girl's-
the last girl that was looking for love could probably go to jail. Like, I mean,
No, yeah.
captive
You're
audience.
referencing the last email.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't. If you said anonymous, I thought you meant like the fucking internet hacker group. I was like,
yeah, so did I actually.
Anonymous should date that guy in jail.
I thought
all
you
the
were
time.
like she should reach out to anonymous to like
No,
help
I
her
thought
stalk this
you
guy
were-
in prison.
I
I was
thought
like,
you
I
were
don't.
saying we should get anonymous to do something about her because she's cornered this stalking this
She's
poor
a
guy in
fucking
jail.
insane. Anonymous should be involved with everything.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I say, do it up. They have a room to bang in, don't they, at the jails?
Yeah, conjugal
Fuck it.
visits.
There you go.
All right,
Get your conjugal
I
on.
wanna answer one more question at least
Alright.
that because I compiled a few that I thought were pretty good.
All right.
This is my favorite. This is from Noah.
All right.
The subject is, have you ever had the duct tape treatment?
Oh,
It
shit.
says,
I don't know what the fuck that
Sounds
is.
juicy.
yeah, that's the subject, and then in the body of the email it says, do you even know what the duct tape treatment is?
And that's it?
Yeah, that's literally it. I have no idea what the duct tape
Duct
treatment is.
Treatment. Wow.
When are you guys looking it up?
Yeah. There's a
Alright,
wart
so,
treatment with duct tape.
Maybe? Maybe that's what he was talking about. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's
it
all I'm
seems-
seeing. It's just wart removal.
It seems like just being tied up with duct tape.
But as a a treatment? And is it more of like a bondage type thing?
No, but I put in duct tape treatment, and all I got was wart removal. That's it.
Alright, well.
I did hear on one of my older podcasts, someone wrote in about
One of your older podcasts?
yes, I've been around the block. You can check them out sometime. So someone mentioned something similar to the duct tape thing, talking about shrink wrap. Something about shrink wrap sluts. And it's like a whole
You wrap that
subgenre.
around their head, right? Make sure you cover
Wrap
the nose
around
and mouth.
their whole body. All of it.
What the fuck are we talking about?
I have
We're just
no
talking
idea.
about weird.
I'm talking about
people.
murdering women, apparently.
I
That's
didn't
what
say
it-
that. I didn't say-
Yeah, I'm tapping out of that conversation.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. Thought it applied to this conversation. I was
What?
wrong. I'm sorry. Talking
Alright,
duct
so-
tape and shrink wrap. I don't know.
I don't know either. This has gone off the rails.
That's where it belongs.
Alright, that's all the questions I had. Anyone else have anything?
Drew, you got anyone?
No, that's all the emails we got.
Alright, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm sorry. Send us better messages. At podcast at otpentertainment.com for the fourth fucking time.
Seriously, for the fourth goddamn time. We need.
Alright, you guys were talking about something about Evil Dead 4?
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
It's the fourth movie in the Evil Dead franchise, not
That's what the
including the
four
shitty
means.
remake.
Yeah, no, well, I know. I start at the beginning. Like,
There's really
who's-
nothing to tell. Sam Raimi said that he'd love to do the movie and that he and his brother are going to write the script this summer. And that's
See that's something. That was a pretty good description starting from the beginning. You fuck. That's all I was asking.
but that's it.
Well,
I
that's
wanted to
enough.
drag this shit out. Fill some time.
Well, I don't know. That's
Didn't
cool.
work.
That's exciting.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Sam Raimi's kind of a fucking
Hack.
piece of shit. Yeah.
I mean, he used to be good. Darkman in the first three Evil Deads, well, first two Evil Deads. Army of Darkness was,
Army of Darkness was cool. It wasn't as good, obviously,
no,
but it
two
was cool.
two is obviously the crowning achievement.
but
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
the Spider-Man
in the
movies.
But I was gonna
Spider-Mans
say the
were-
Spider-Man
God fucking
movies
awful.
were obviously awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
They were fucking horrible.
Like the only there was one scene in well, I didn't even see the third one because I couldn't stomach after watching the first two. I couldn't even stomach to watch it. But there's exactly one scene in the entire two movies that I enjoyed.
And what was that?
Doc Ock. There was a scene where Doc Ock was doing something, and the tentacles were going crazy, and it had a lot of really Sam Raimi style cinematography.
Yeah. It looked like an Evil Dead.
No, I don't remember that.
I do.
But
Like-
yeah, I mean, aside from the Spider-Man movies, which were fucking terrible, and Tobey Maguire is one of the. Wait, that's his name, right?
Yeah, he's
He's
he can't even be called an actor.
no, he's fucking ridiculously bad.
I've never seen anybody with a more wooden expression.
No, he doesn't emote. Like he, in any sense of the word.
His like cocky emo thing from the third one.
Dude, that was
Gold.
Like
He's-
people talk about Kristen Stewart, but she looks like a fucking Shakespearean actress next to Tobey Maguire.
I've never actually seen anything with her in it. But Tobey Maguire's terrible. Oh, but my point was, even though those movies sucked, did you guys ever see Drag Me to Hell?
No, I heard it was better. I heard it was more
It was
classic
alright.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, it really was. It had its moments. It wasn't fantastic, but I enjoyed it, and it definitely felt like a Sam Raimi movie. A good Sam Raimi movie.
Didn't see that.
I know I saw the trailer for his Wizard of Oz movie, and it looked fucking awful. Worse than the
He's
Spider-Man
doing
movies.
Wizard of Oz?
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
fucking
With
what's his name?
James Franco?
Yeah, he's the wizard.
Yeah, I don't hate James Franco, but he doesn't know how to pick his roles well, I don't think. Because he plays a lot of characters that he should not be fucking playing.
Like any of them.
Well, I didn't think he was bad in like Pineapple Express. I thought he was pretty good in that. I heard he was really good in 127 Hours or whatever the fuck that movie was.
Yeah, but who
but
cares about that shit?
I didn't think he fit the character in what is it, Rise of the Planet of the Apes or whatever. He doesn't come off as like a brilliant doctor, a scientist rather.
No, he seems like regular dude.
He
Chilling.
was a pretty shitty Harry Osborn too.
Yeah, he was.
No.
But I mean, everyone in that movie was pretty shitty at their parts.
What's his name? Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe?
was
No.
a really good Norman Osborn.
No, Willem Dafoe's good, but I don't think that character was good, even with him in it.
Them's fighting words.
I don't even care that
Not
much
really.
about it.
I didn't think you really did.
I'm not scared of this bloated piece of garbage anyway. Drew.
That's incredibly cruel.
That hurts me a little bit inside. But yeah,
I just think that's a pretty funny insult.
Yeah, hilarious. I'm gonna go kill myself now. Thanks.
Anyway.
So, have you started reading that H.P. Lovecraft thing yet?
I've read 2 of the short stories and they sucked.
What?
They were
Nice.
really short. Like they were literally like a page or 2.
I think
why is this even?
I
in a
think
book?
those are some of the ones that they weren't finished.
Yeah, they were, but I mean, I don't understand why they were even in it.
Because it's part of the dream cycle. Like it sets up like it's part of the mythology of that series of stories.
Well, give me like the name of one of the short stories that I actually is worth my
read
time.
through the whole thing. You kind of get the whole picture after reading the whole thing. You can't just pick different stories and.
Oh, fine. I was just like when I first bought it, like I mean, after I looked at it for a second, I realized it was just a compilation of short stories. But
I never told you it was
When,
anything different.
I don't think you even said anything about it. I think you just told me to buy it. But either way, when I got it, I was like, oh shit, okay, it's a bunch of short stories. And then I was hoping that it was just like a novel, like just like one cohesive story, you know?
No. Well, there is a very long one in there that it's pretty much a novella.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. So I mean, I'll start from the beginning. I mean, I'll finish it. I just haven't had a lot of time lately because I've been trying to design your fucking website. Or
Hey,
our
nobody
website,
told
rather.
you. I was gonna look at those tutorials and work on it, but you never gave me a chance to. You had started working on it before I'd even woken up that day. So I figured, hey, he's gonna do it. I'm not gonna bother.
Well, I mean, do you know? Are you actually like familiar with like the graphic design programs like
Nope.
Illustrator and Photoshop?
No,
and
I
stuff?
am not.
All right. Well, I am, so it makes sense. I thought it made sense for me to be the one.
Well,
to...
that's what I was saying, but I know you got a heavy workload, so I was gonna do what I could.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd
Even though
rather
Bill
do
won't.
it, but
Get Bill in this conversation since he's
I'm not doing shit. Fuck that.
But,
you have me on here. That's all you get.
barely.
We'll talk about
But,
something interesting.
either way, fucking progress is being made on the website, so you guys will be able to go to it soon.
Yeah.
We'll let you know, obviously, on probably by next weekend. It should be up.
It looks fucking awful.
Fuck you.
One Trick Pony Entertainment, a subsidiary of Umbrella Corp.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Umbrella
Dude,
at all.
fuck you.
And plus, that would be badass.
For you guys that don't, we have just our design scheme. Like,
Well,
apparently
if
looks
you look at the
reminiscent
Twitter,
of the Umbrella
the
logo.
banner on Twitter, it's the same thing. It's just red, maroon, and
Red and
off-white
white.
instead of black
Yeah.
and white.
It looks like I was going for like an old circus tent, like a weathered circus tent look. I thought it looked
Which
fresh.
apparently
Fuck
Umbrella
you.
uses as their logo.
Yeah. Anywho, so you guys look forward to that. It'll be up
We
and
know
it'll
we
be up
are.
and running soon.
Nah, but seriously, it looks
Soonish.
awful.
Fuck you. Like
You
You sit there and you judge.
seriously.
you sit there and you judge, but like I spent like 4 hours like
Nobody told
creating
you
this thing
to.
just to have you being like, meh, that sucks.
Man, do you
Like,
want
fuck you.
Do you want? It's okay, and just put it up like that, or do you want me to?
I want you to make Drew shit his pants.
Yeah.
and
Do you want
awe.
it to actually be good?
No, I want it to be good, but I want when you judge it to give me more criticism than meh.
Man, I've
'Cause I can work with constructive criticism.
Man,
I
I'm
have no
saying,
problem.
you
Like
construct. I've told you do this, do that, and you're like, no, it would be bad.
I did it. Oh, you were telling me to make like you wanted like black text on black background. I was like, you can't read that. Like, that doesn't work.
And obviously, Brandon does not understand sarcasm and hyperbole.
He doesn't understand anything.
Oh, and I read the description of last week's episode. I never said the PS4 controller looked exactly like the Nintendo controller. I said it looked as comfortable. God damn you.
Right, when I'm responsible for fucking uploading it, editing it, making the website, putting up the content in the description,
Just because you take this
editing
all
the
on
RSS feed.
you take this all on yourself without giving anybody
I'm
else
just-
a chance to do it.
I'm just saying, when I'm responsible for everything, it's up to my discretion to take your words out of context and use them against you.
That's what we're doing, right? That's what we're here for.
That's the entire podcast. Taking my words out of context.
You take your own
It's
words
the
out of context.
Drewcast, of course. That's what we're gonna do.
You're full of shit, like every fucking time you
Every-
open
Hey,
your mouth.
every
how's
fucking
Battlestar
turn.
Galactica going? Have they
Don't even try to
have they
fucking
revealed
ruin
the
it,
Starbucks the replicant yet?
A replicant.
Replicant? Well, anyway, I'm actually, for... You better fucking choke and die, you piece of shit.
It's the replicant.
Cough away from the fucking microphone.
He is now.
I put a fucking headphone on. What am I supposed to do?
Cough away from your face.
Fucking put your hand
No.
around the mic and cough, you fucking animal.
You fucking pile of garbage. Or
You
whatever. the
bloated
fuck.
piece of trash.
Bloated garbage. Oh man. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
But what were we talking about before you fucking ruined the conversation?
Before you died.
I don't know. I forgot.
I don't even know
Jesus
either.
Christ.
Hold on.
I feel bad for everyone that's listening that knows exactly what happened.
Yeah. This is just a fucking, like, a train wreck every fucking week, and I forget literally, like, 2 seconds before I finish speaking.
It happens. Ugh.
Fucking yawning? You
Fucking
falling
yawning.
asleep, you fuck?
I'm bored over here.
Jesus Christ.
I've been up for hours, man.
What are we talking about?
I don't
We're not talking about anything.
talking about you dying. What was the last thing that was said before Drew died?
We don't know.
Yeah,
It doesn't
matter.
No, I know it doesn't matter, but
Like,
Oh, Battlestar Galactica.
oh yeah,
yeah, and
Yeah,
she's
I'm
a
actually
replicant.
at...
the replicant.
Yeah, fuck off. They've already teased the idea that she's might not be human, but I'm actually like 4 episodes from the end, and
of the series.
yeah, of the entire series.
You watch that thing like whoa.
Yeah, I watched like fucking like 4 hours of it yesterday because I'm a fucking loser.
Should have been
Like
working
a Friday
on the
night,
website.
and I just watched. Well, I took breaks in between episodes to work on the website, but like Friday night, and all I did was fucking watch Battlestar Galactica and build websites. I'm a fucking nerd.
Fucking nerd.
the worst kind of nerd there is.
A not very good one.
Yes, that watches Battlestar Galactica, and that's like my only claim to nerdness, aside from having a podcast with you assholes.
And playing video games.
I don't even play that many video games.
Am I playing Ni no Kuni? Is it any good?
No, I
played
didn't
the
buy it.
demo. It seems cool. It seems like a classic RPG. It doesn't seem.
Well, that's just a
well,
demo. That's
nobody
not-
said
no. Well, it played like a regular old school RPG, and everyone says that they were a little disappointed because that's all it is.
I heard that it had a lot of Pokemon type aspects of it, which
Yeah,
I
but
thought would spice up the regular
You
kind of RPG stuff.
play those RPGs for the story and the world. You don't really.
Yeah, and I heard the story and stuff wasn't as awesome as you'd hope it would be from
Really?
from Ghibli.
But people have
No, I'm
said
not-
that
I'm
about
not saying
the
that.
last
Yeah.
every Studio Ghibli movie ever. People just
Well,
say
I
stupid
guess.
shit.
That's true.
People
Well, who did you even hear? What review did you read that said that?
I thought maybe IGN said
No,
something.
it definitely was not
No,
IGN.
alright.
No, I've heard
I
a lot
did
of
read
good
IGNs,
reviews for it.
But,
Yeah. IGN, Colin Moriarty
Probably
wrote
Game
the review
Informer.
for it.
Game Informer, I think, the magazine that we get.
But yeah,
Yeah,
on
fuck
IGN,
Game
Colin
Informer.
Moriarty wrote the Jesus fuck. On IGN, Colin Moriarty wrote the review for Ni no Kuni, and he fucking loved it.
Yeah, Rev,
He had like nothing but good shit to say about it.
Rev 3
Oh, I'm
loved
sure
it.
it's fine. Who loved
No,
it?
it's not that it's
Rev
fine.
3.
It's that it's fantastic.
I don't know what that is. What? Right?
Rev,
Like, what were you saying, Drew?
I said
What about
Rev 3
3?
loved it.
Who reviewed it on?
What that is?
Well, I don't remember who wrote the review. Obviously, Max Scoville read it, but
Yeah,
Obviously.
Max Scoville.
well, he's the host of the show, so
Obviously,
I know.
that guy, I don't know who he is.
No, I was referencing Bill's not having a fucking clue who Max Scoville is.
No idea.
he's no
Yep.
Adam Sessler, but
I'm
Well,
not.
who is?
I mean, Adam Sessler's cool, but I mean, I don't understand why people think he's like such a big deal.
because he's funny and witty and he seems real. He seems like he actually believes the things he says.
I'll give you that. I don't think he's particularly
So
hilarious.
he's a good actor? Is that what?
No, he just seems like a regular dude, and he seems pretty cool. But I don't know.
Well, that sounds like a good actor. That make you believe a lie.
He's okay.
I'm just kidding, I don't know. Talking shit.
I have no fucking clue what's happening. But I got Fire Emblem coming in the mail today though, which
Yeah,
is pretty
shit.
cool.
Should be playing
Excited
Shining
about
Force.
Which,
Did we talk about Shining Force last week?
No, we talked about Shining Force on fucking episode 4,
Oh.
fucking month ago.
What, Fire Emblem? The Wii?
No, what? No, the new
The
one
DS?
for the 3DS,
Oh,
the 3DS
that's right.
one.
Man, I wish I had money to just go and fucking buy every new system that comes out.
That's what I do. I
Why do you
buy-
think
I
he
just,
has a job?
Yeah, I just bought a fucking computer.
Man, I have a job. I can't. I think I have a better
me
paying
too.
job than he does.
No, you don't.
I was gonna say, I doubt it.
I guarantee it.
What, did you get a raise all like recently?
Yeah, I got promoted and I got a
He's
raise.
got like
Oh.
a million raises. He's
So,
rich.
the last time we talked, I was making more than you were.
No. I imagine that's no longer the case, but that is not podcast conversation.
We never said specific numbers.
He's got millions. He's got millions. Rob.
I do pretty good for myself. Let's leave it at that.
I'll say how much I make 12 something an hour.
Yeah, I make significantly more than you.
I don't think it's significant.
I do.
Alright, maybe.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna cut all of that. That was
No.
fucking nonsense to be on the podcast.
No, it's
If you,
fine.
if you cut that, I quit.
Okay.
Seriously, we've
I'm just kidding.
established.
No, that's fine. That's fine. It was just a dumb conversation to have on the podcast.
Every fucking conversation we have is dumb.
No, it's all gold. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Literally everything we have ever said has been fucking retarded.
I think you're an idiot.
So what have you guys been playing?
Drew's been playing Super Mario Brothers
I
on
have.
the NES.
I've
Hey,
been.
Drew, what have you been playing?
I've been spell hunting in Final Fantasy XI. It's making me hate my life.
I kind of hated your life just from you telling me that.
I don't
what the
actually
fuck
play
is
a
that?
lot. I don't actually play a lot of anything. So
What is spell hunting?
I play.
It's
It's on Blue Mage on Final Fantasy 11. You gotta. Well, you've played Final Fantasy.
Oh, I know. Yeah, all right. Blue mages get their powers from other things, right?
Yeah.
They get all their magic from enemies or whatever.
Yeah.
Ew.
He's hunting all them bitches down and hating it.
It's incredibly boring.
That
Like
sounds
most of the
incredibly
game.
Yeah, when you
Think-
do
I'm
everything
thinking-
alone in
I
a
think I'm
group
gonna. I
setting.
think I'm gonna quit when Final Fantasy 14 comes out.
Are you gonna play 14?
Yeah.
No. He's just gonna quit.
That's what I thought you meant. I was like, okay.
If I was just
And-
gonna quit, why would I wait till 14 came out?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know if that's when they were like gonna drop support for the game or something
No,
like that.
No,
it's
that won't
it's
be-
the no Final Fantasy has made them more money than 11. They're not stopping it anytime soon.
Well, that's because it's been running for like 20 years, right?
Well, yeah, but it's still making them money. So
Yeah.
as long as it's making money, it's gonna keep running. They have a new expansion pack coming out this month, so that means they
Yeah,
still
they're,
are
they're not stopping anytime soon.
What is it called?
Seekers of Adulin. I think that's how
The
it's
fuck is
pronounced.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Adulin
It's just
is
a new
a new
continent.
yeah, a new city, continent, island, whatever.
All that shit.
Have you farmed any wild onions lately?
Bringing out 2 new jobs. God, I feel like such a fucking loser talking about this shit. I don't usually.
That's why
Feel,
I
I
was
usually
gonna say,
don't. I
'cause
usually
you,
don't
you
feel.
sound like a.
I usually don't
loser.
feel bad about liking geeky stuff, but talking about Final Fantasy 11 just.
No, it hurt. It's hard to listen to. So have you been farming any wild onions lately? Are those still useful later in the game?
Those have never been useful.
I made some money off
you
of them.
can, you can cook things with them, but that's about it.
I think I sold them. Or something.
Something. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Awesome.
Yeah?
Anything good on the horizon that I should?
Not care about because you can't play it?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Tomb Raider comes out on Tuesday, and that shit
Uh,
looks fucking awesome.
It looks bad.
Yeah,
Actually,
that game
actually,
looks
probably
really
could
fucking
play that
good.
if it's on the PC. I don't know. I know
Is your
the
computer
last
good
few-
enough?
The laptop could run it probably.
Really? It's a good looking fucking game.
As much as I did enjoy, fuck it, what was it? There was one that came out a few years back, Legends or something. It was like a remake of the first game or something.
Who made it?
Fuck, I don't know. Square Enix, because they own Eidos now.
No, they published it. I don't think they developed it.
I don't know. I can't remember even what it was called, but it actually wasn't horrible. So, no, I don't think it was the one that was a I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. There was one that came out a few years
Apparently.
ago, and it wasn't bad. Is all I know.
Well, either way, this one looks really fucking good. And Keza McDonald from IGN wrote the review for it, and she loved it.
Stop
it
name
looks-
dropping
it
people
looks
that I
really
don't
good.
care about.
Well, I like to, if I'm gonna reference someone's review, I wouldn't mind giving them credit for it.
Just give a vague. I've heard good reviews about it.
But I only read IGN's review.
So
IGN,
nobody nobody
IGN.
has to know that.
Comedy button IGN.
Man, I know you have a problem with like promoting anyone else's shit, but I don't give a fuck
I really do have a. They're not paying us. Why should we promote it?
because I think it's quality shit.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Well, you can fucking shit on them after I promote them. That's fine. I don't give a
And
shit.
that evens it out. And I don't
Yeah.
know them, so I don't care, so it's even.
Yeah, you get the whole spectrum of opinions on IGN.
Exactly. Brian likes it, Drew hates it, and I don't care.
Which is
That's
pretty much
how-
the breakdown of everything we ever talk about.
Exactly.
Though Keza McDonald is British, so I kind of hate her.
I don't give a shit.
But
Drew loves British people by default, since Brian hates, and I don't care.
Yeah, kinda.
Alright then.
I think she actually described the game as brilliant
Bloody.
as well.
Did she say bloody brilliant?
I think she at least said brilliant at some point.
No, but see, brilliant's a universal English word. You don't.
Yeah,
need
well,
to be
it's
British.
how it's used by the British. They use brilliant to mean like great.
or even cool, or even like, hey, that's pretty good. Fuck off.
It's just like someone saying ingenious. Literally the same thing.
Well,
No,
who
we're not
walks around
talking
saying
about
ingenious all the
intelligence.
fucking time?
Well, people that
Like,
review things that are really awesome.
No, when
Oh,
they're
really,
talking about how
really-
it's intelligent, they say it's ingenious. Like, they're not talking about, oh, if something's good, it's ingenious.
Well,
Learn how to
the
fucking
way
read.
that it's put together to be awesome can be ingenious or brilliant.
No, but they say it like if like. Ugh, I don't even
Yeah.
care. I don't want to get
Like, if
into
it's a
it,
nice sunny day, they're like, it's a bloody brilliant day.
Yeah.
This day is bloody brilliant.
I never said anything about bloody being put before.
No, but they always emphasize. I'll say that they always use
Anyway.
bloody as a. Fine, fuck you.
We're at risk of sounding even stupider than we generally do.
You're a bloody
Well, when,
cunt.
when
Well,
people say
we
things
we
like
accomplished
stupider,
it.
it's more stupid, you fucking asshole.
Did
I say stupider?
It's more
Yeah,
stupider.
you said stupider.
Did I?
Yes.
All right. Are you sure?
God, I fucking hate you.
Wait. Stupidest isn't a word?
No.
It's not. Stupidest is not a word.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
It might be. I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit.
Because it has to be more stupid and most stupid. If that's
Yeah,
the way it's
and I'm
gotta
pretty
be.
sure that's the proper grammar. It's just everybody says stupider and stupidest. Like they say funner and funnest, and I want to punch him in the fucking
Oh no,
throat.
that's dumb. I will say.
Time anybody said something like that. Oh.
I don't mind like a grammar misstep every once in a while, but like I mean I don't nitpick to that extent, but I mean if someone
Well, I bite my
uses
tongue.
like every other word
I don't
wrong.
say anything to the people because I am non-confrontational by nature. I don't know,
But I
know
mean-
if you guys have noticed.
But I just mean if someone's like articulate enough to get their points across and then like they fuck up every once in a while by using a word wrong and I know what they're trying to say, like I don't care.
I guess.
It's only when someone is just fucking retarded that I can't let it slide.
What if they say tooken? Like everything else is fine, but they say tooken instead of taken. What then?
That's
I might
that's
hate them.
weird. Yeah, that's.
I've heard
I thought you were gonna say that I did.
I've
it.
heard way more people than I would have thought say that.
Tooken?
Tooken.
That's not something I come across too often.
I come across it all the time. I don't know.
I will admit to saying if I'm saying like I climbed something, sometimes I'll say I clum, and then I'm like wait,
What?
I'm like wait, shit.
I think clum should be a word.
I clum that ladder.
I think it should be a
Yesterday.
proper use of
I climb like I don't know
past
climb.
tense of climb.
Climb sounds messy to me. I know
Well-
it's right, but it just sounds messy to me.
English is the stupidest goddamn language on the planet.
Oh, you just said stupidest.
I know what I said.
You said stupidest.
I know.
Good.
Jesus.
Me too.
I might have done it on purpose.
You may have. And I
Ugh.
may have said it on purpose.
God,
Yeah.
This is what I do. As long as I can make you guys pissed
I think
off.
this might be the worst one.
You always say that.
No, but I think we literally may have recorded our worst podcast.
we've been on a downslide since the first episode.
Yeah, usually like podcasts get better because like people find their voice and find out how they're trying to portray like their show, but
We've
Not
obviously
us.
stopped caring.
I never started.
well, there's always some fucking like travesty before we start recording that like throws it all off balance.
What that? I don't come in thinking about that shit. Why do you? That shit's
Well, 'cause
done. That shit's over.
I was trying to set my computer up like right before we recorded my new computer, and that was a
pretty
disaster because I forgot all my fucking passwords to log in everything.
Stop being a fucking retard.
Yeah,
To be fair, I don't remember any of my passwords either.
This is the most stupid thing ever.
but other games that we were talking about, fucking BioShock Infinite comes out at the end of the month.
Meh.
Dude, that game looks fucking awesome.
It doesn't look that good.
No, that game looks fucking
It's
awesome.
the two worst genres ever: first-person shooter and survival horror. No thanks.
It's not survival horror.
I was gonna say, where'd you get that?
Bioshock.
Even the first one wasn't survival horror.
No, it's a first-person shooter / adventure kind of thing.
Yeah, there's no real survival horror.
Well, it's horror.
There's like exploration and like weapon upgrades and shit like that. It's more like got more RPG stuff than survival horror.
Yeah.
Didn't Resident Evil 4 have weapon upgrades and shit?
Yeah, well,
but
4, 5, and 6 aren't really survival horror either.
Well,
4 more so than 5 and 6, but
they're where survival horror is at now. Their survival horror is just not the same as it was.
They're just they're more action games now than survival horror.
they shifted genre. The genre didn't shift with them.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
They were survival horror, and now they're not really anymore.
Yeah, you're completely wrong.
No,
because there's no tension. There's no like, oh no, I'm out of ammo and I'm
it's
scared.
It's just not good. Then doesn't mean it's not survival horror.
No, you're saying that the genre changed changed, and that's
ludicrous.
That's not true. That's like saying like a rock band starts rapping and rock became rap.
That's rock now because that rock band.
Yeah, that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Rap rock is a thing.
Yes,
fuck you.
But
fuck you.
But that's not the same thing.
Your arguments fall apart.
We went from rock to rap, not rock to rap rock. So your argument is still invalid.
No, even still, rap rock isn't the same as rock.
But I'm just saying
it's a subgenre of rock, just like this new action survival horror that the Resident Evil have taken.
Your argument falls apart the minute anyone looks at it.
The minute you open your mouth. It falls apart.
Just because you guys are blind and can't fucking see the truth.
No, just because you're blind and you just want to argue about something that doesn't make any sense doesn't mean that it's right.
No, it makes perfect sense. You're just
I'm sure
fucking idiots.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, no.
No, they all that they've done is they're using the same name of a series that used to be survival horror and making action games based on it.
No,
it's like Sonic Racing being like an action platformer now. It's like, oh, Mario Kart's an action platform game because Sonic went to race cars. Because it used to be an action platform game, and now it's
like the defining characteristics of survival horror is like scarcity of resources and tension and
scarcity of resources isn't. It's a trope that a lot of the games in the genre use. It's not something that needs.
Fine. Right, define survival horror.
Surviving in a horrific setting. Whatever, I'm done with
Bravo.
This. All right.
Jesus Christ.
So since he has no idea what he's talking about.
Absolutely
I have
no idea.
Plenty of idea. You just.
It's when you survive horror.
But that's what it is.
So like in Zelda when like he went into like, or when Mario's in like a ghost house, then the game shifts into survival horror.
If it was actually horrifying.
Some people might think that
Luigi's Mansion was a survival horror.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It was. Luigi's Mansion was a survival horror.
Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
No, it was.
It was not.
Even if it was,
if you take away the cartoony aspect of it.
Even if it was,
I may have overreacted in my response to that.
4, 5, and 6 do not even follow that logic.
But I don't even care. I fucking hate Resident Evil, so I don't even know why I'm talking about it. All I'm saying is, fuck BioShock.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying
Moral
to say.
of the story.
Fine.
BioShock Infinite looks awesome, though.
It doesn't look that great.
Yeah, because you have terrible taste in fucking games.
It looks alright, but I don't care about it at all. Maybe if I played it, I'd change my mind, but it doesn't look interesting.
Like, listen to an interview with Ken Levine.
No.
He sounds a little he's not like super pretentious.
He's just gonna hype his own game up though. Like I don't. What
no. But I just mean like he's seems really like passionate and like real. Like he seems genuine. I mean.
Hey Drew, remember when we were watching all those Warhammer RPG the MMO like videos where they were just going on. They were so passionate and like excited about the game, and then it sucked.
And it got me hyped for it, and then the game fucking.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
the game was fucking awful.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about someone who has a track record of making
No, these guys had a
good
track record
games.
to make good games.
I'm
too.
pretty sure. Yeah, they were. I forget what
Dark
company
Age of
they are.
Camelot. It was
But there's also been tons of like press events where people got to play it and they've only said good things.
That's fine.
yeah, they were probably paid to say good things.
Yeah.
No, but even if it's good to them, like that doesn't mean it's gonna be good to me.
No, Jesus.
That's all I'm saying. I played the first BioShock. I didn't care. Everyone
Okay,
loved it,
but-
and I didn't care.
All I'm saying is the new one looks awesome.
Yeah, because you have terrible taste. Moving on.
Drew doesn't play anything unless it's ColecoVision,
Wish I had a
So.
ColecoVision.
right?
This has already happened before,
I know.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to bring it back up.
and it will happen again.
So
What's the
only thing
what's
we
the
have to talk
Battlestar line? Like this has all happened before, and it'll happen again and again and again or whatever.
about- I don't know.
What?
According
Nobody-
Battlestar Galactica.
Nobody has ever seen Battlestar Galactica.
That's probably true.
No, as Lost said once, it always ends the same. Nope, it only ends once. Everything that happens in between is just progress. Boom.
I
Roasted.
didn't like that one.
It's better when they say it, but it's still.
No, my quote was shit too. I was just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. I wasn't trying to say mine was awesome, but it was better than yours.
This has been episode.
Yeah, right? This is apologetically been episode fucking whatever.
I guess that's
So,
it.
Have
Well, yeah, what do we got?
you guys seen anything about this new Injustice game?
Yeah, it's made by the Mortal Kombat people, right?
Is it supposed to be any good?
Everything that I've read is skeptical, but not completely pessimistic.
'Cause I'm
But
just-
nothing glowing.
I want that shit to glow.
So not worth my time. Even though
Well, I
I
mean,
would never
who
play it anyway
knows?
because I can't.
I mean, people like I don't know. I haven't read any like really strong opinions one way or the other, but it looks interesting. I don't really care about comic books or superheroes or anything.
Well, what game is this? The Injustice?
Injustice.
Injustice, Gods Among Us, or whatever.
It's like it's Midway or
The Mortal Kombat
Williams,
guys are making
yeah,
it.
Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's
And there's gonna be no blood or anything.
it's
right? 'Cause
Mortal Kombat versus DC
No,
just
I think
without blood.
no, I thought it was gonna have fatalities and shit.
Oh, really? When they did Marvelverse.
No,
Mortal
I
Kombat versus
Kombat or
I know
whatever.
DC versus Mortal Kombat didn't have it, but I think Injustice
Yeah.
is. I think.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I'm not saying that would be a deal breaker either way. If the game was great, it wouldn't matter if it had blood. I was just
Because I think
Talking.
it's not. I think it's an alternate universe.
Oh, that's
type
how they
thing.
get away with it.
I think so.
Well, I mean, it would have
I
to
may
be
have.
anyway.
I may be completely misinformed.
Well,
Write in
like
and tell
that
me
would
if I'm,
ever happen.
if I'm completely off base here, guys.
Yeah,
Podcast
like-
at otpentertainment.com.
yeah. Let us know what you think about Drew's other opinions that are wrong.
Yeah,
at
it
podcast
doesn't,
at otpentertainment.com.
It said similar to the DC Mortal Kombat versus DC universe, the use of DC Comics license implied restrictions to the amount of violence in the game.
Okay,
But
well,
he intends to push the teen rating by replacing violence with crazy over the top action. So
That sounds
okay,
stupid.
I was wrong then.
yeah, it's just going to be a fighting game. It's not going to be a Mortal Kombat death game. It's just going to be super powered, like superhero ridiculous fights.
Which is ridiculous because in the comics there's blood and fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Arsenal had his fucking arms ripped off and.
Yeah, but people like shit themselves about violence in video games, which doesn't make sense. But,
And these characters'
they don't care
costumes
about
look
the
fucking
comics.
atrocious.
well, yeah.
Like, I'm looking at an article and it's Solomon Grundy's getting ready to hit the Flash with a tombstone, and Flash's costume is
Yeah, no, they look
fucking
like idiots.
god awful.
They look like assholes. I'm sure. Is it a new costume?
It's a costume I have never seen before. It
Oh,
looks
alright.
armored and shit.
Oh, Jesus. Is it from the game, or
Yeah,
is
it's
it
from the game, it's from
oh,
the game.
all right. Wow.
Like I think the only of the one of the major characters that can pull off the armored look is Batman, and that's only if it's done well.
Well, yeah. But fucking weird, man.
This is yeah.
Pre-orders come with like a bunch of skins and different missions and stuff depending on where you buy it. Weird.
That's stupid. They just give fucking people a hat. Something. Don't
Give 'em
don't
a
give
hat.
them extra stuff in game just because they bought it early.
Yeah, no, because everywhere has a different thing. Like
Yeah.
GameStop, EB, and stuff. They give players a DLC pack, like a Superman Red Sun comic book series. Like I don't know, it's got different skins and 20 additional missions within that storyline.
See, that's ridiculous. I could like maybe one skin, but like different missions and
Exactly. And then Walmart gets the Arkham City skin pack with like downloadable costumes for like 3 people: Batman, Catwoman, and Joker. Oh, and a bonus copy of Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. I guess that's actually pretty ridiculous. And then Best Buy gives Batman a new skin and zombie mode. But it's like, what if I want
all
2
of
of
that.
those things
Yeah.
or all of them? Like, what the fuck, bitches? I guess you just gotta hope you get the most expensive one free, so you can just pick up the other ones later. But that's still dumb. No,
So Eve now has more subscribers than Final Fantasy XI,
shit.
which kind of
Eve
sucks.
sounds really interesting on paper.
It's really not. It's
No, I know in
incredibly
reality it's
tedious.
not.
And it makes fucking it makes Final Fantasy XI look like Devil May Cry.
Yeah, there's a lot of like politics and economics and stuff.
Yeah, it seems too much for me.
It just sounds interesting. It sounds like a really cool idea.
Well, no,
And the combination of it with just 4 and 5 sounds pretty awesome too, though.
like somebody I went to school with was talking it up, so I was like, "Oh, I'll try this. It sounds pretty cool." Nope.
Nope.
If I had any space on my PS3, I would definitely get Dust 415 though. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
No, it's like a first-person shooter that like combines with Eve Online.
It takes place on a planet from the EVE Online universe, and
Well,
what
you can jump to different planets. It's not
Oh,
just one
alright,
planet.
fine, sorry. But, yeah, what you do in Dust, directly impacts Eve's, like, structure and,
Yeah, I mean,
whatnot.
people in Eve can like hire you to take over some like area or something, and they can pay you, and then you actually go there and like in first
and fight
person
it. Yeah.
shooter that you
fight
actually
the
do it.
battle.
I think it
mean,
sounds
yeah,
pretty awesome.
It's a cool step where, like, and it's smart too, because it's like, yeah, not everyone wants to play Eve, but there's a lot of people who like first-person shooters, so let's get them into the big umbrella. It's like, this universe or this thing has something for everybody.
And it adds
that's
so much
kinda
more
cool.
to Eve, you know, like
That's what I mean. They
that should be-
complement each other.
That should be part of Eve. You should be able to just land your ship and do ground missions.
Well, I bet some people do play both. Some people probably hire themselves to do shit.
No, I just mean like it
but
should.
they
it shouldn't
don't.
be
They
a
want the
sim-
barrier to entry not to be you have to play Eve and get involved in that whole like really intense political, economic, and slow-paced kind of game.
That's
If
what-
you
yeah,
just want to play
exactly.
first-person shooter, and it's free to play,
It's free.
so it's not
yeah.
like it's
You don't even have to fucking buy it.
yeah. So it basically is part of the game. It's not like you have to.
Yeah, it's
Doing
almost
a
like
bunch of
it's like a first-person shooter expansion to an MMO.
Yeah, which I think is pretty awesome.
And it's the first. I think it's like the first one of its kind. So I mean, obviously they're gonna get a lot better and stuff. So, well, I don't care about that one necessarily. I like the idea, and I hope someone else uses it
I don't know. I
more in the future.
just don't give a shit about first person shooters.
No, fine.
Yes,
Like
some of them sound
Borderlands seems like it might be fun, but
Borderlands
that's
is
about
awesome.
Oh.
I love those games.
And I'm indifferent again.
I mean even like Alone, like I love those games. Like they're made for playing with like 3 other people, but I don't know. I even have fun with them alone. Like they're such good fucking games.
I do have the first one from when Sony got hacked in that whole debacle.
Oh, when they were just giving out free games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the couple that I figured were decent enough to grab.
One of the other first-person shooters that looks pretty good, which I wish I hope my computer is good enough to run it, but I wanted to get PlanetSide because that shit looks fucking cool.
I've heard, but
Yeah,
again,
I
I sort of tune out when people start when it's about first-person shooters. But I've heard it was good if you like that sort of thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
No, first-person shooters, it depends. I used to love Quake 2.
I loved
Or Quake 3 Arena.
I loved Blood.
I don't know what that is.
I never played or heard of it.
Yeah, that's most people have it. It was by Monolith. I was hoping when Fear got really popular and got really big that they'd make a Blood 3, but they won't. They didn't, obviously.
What is it? What is it like? What is it about?
You play as you used to be part of a cult back in the Old West, and your demon boss killed you, and now you're out for revenge.
Huh.
You play a guy named Caleb. He sings show tunes and quotes Bruce Campbell and.
Does he? He quotes Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, he says groovy at least once.
Nice.
You can fucking if you kill the zombies and shit in the right way, their heads stick around and you can kick them around like a soccer ball.
Nice.
Do the same to mimes.
Cool.
And it's got some pretty interesting weapons. Obviously, standard shotgun, but your melee weapon's a pitchfork. You got a flare gun. You got a voodoo doll, and I don't remember if the voodoo doll was in Blood 1 or Blood 2, but
How old is this game?
fucking old as hell.
So it looked like shit.
Yeah.
All right, because I'm picturing it, and it sounds pretty cool.
No, it's a really fun game.
But it just looks its age, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, no, it does. I mean, I think it came out around the time as same time as I think it might have even used the same engine as Duke
Like
Nukem.
Unreal? Or no, alright. So yeah, it's one of those old, like,
It sounded-
Wolfenstein type things.
Yeah.
Got
I'm
it.
assuming it was a PC game, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No consoles back then could have run it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. Just like
well.
now.
But
So
no,
I
I
guess
had
we're
a really
catching
good
up.
time with the game.
That's cool, man.
It was developed by 3D Realms and Monolith, and distributed by GT Interactive.
You're looking it up?
Came out in '97.
Nah, I gotcha.
Well, this has been episode 7.
Yeah. No, I think this has been episode 7. I think we squeezed everything that we could out of it.
Yeah, I apologize for this being a weaker
yeah,
episode,
it's just.
but whatever.
We can talk about more things. Come on.
I think I've tapped out. I don't think I have anything else to say. I've been quiet like half the thing.
Yeah, you pulled the
I've
Drew.
had, yeah. No, I told Brandon before we started that I was gonna be the Drew.
I was
Brandon
the Drew last time.
week, so
Yeah.
I figured I needed to be the Drew this week.
Oh, all right, but yes, all right. So, this has been episode 7 of the One Trick Podcast. And to do the intros again, which Drew loves. I am your
Always.
These would be
feckless host, Brandon, and joined with Drew and Bill.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, whatever.
And my computer's all set up, everything's fixed, so we'll be more organized next week, and
No,
hopefully it
yeah.
won't suck.
No, we really won't.
No, we'll be more organized. We won't have anything interesting to say, but at least we'll be prepared for it.
Maybe if interesting things happened in the world, then we'd have interesting things
That's
to talk
true.
about.
Oh,
It's
we
the
went
world's
into
fault.
world.
It's the world's fault.
Yeah, and send your interesting questions or just talking points or anything you want to say to us to podcast@otpentertainment.com and tweet at us at One Trick Podcast or write anything with the hashtag Drewcast, and
No.
we'll get
No.
back to you.
No, always. Oh, and just to add this, it's Dust 514, not
What I say?
415.
Oh, whatever.
Just to clarify, so no one sends any angry emails later. I just saw it on my
It's dust. I don't
my
give a fuck.
PlayStation. It's Dust numbers Drew hates.
All right, thanks for
All right.
listening. Go fuck yourself.
Peace.